Hey everyone, sorry, I'm having issues. My sound isn't connecting to StreamYard for some reason. Oh, that's why. No, wait, that's not why. There we go, that's why. Okay, now it should work. So let's hope. Let me see here. Hello? Yep, okay, it's working. All right. Hey everyone, how are ya? Holy crap, there's a lot of people in here. I didn't set it up yet for slow mo. Oops. Let me just get that started. Sorry, admin, or sorry, moderators. I'm working on it. I'll get there real quick, but I'm all ready to go regardless, so we don't have to wait for any other bullshit. So there's that. Yay. And also to start, I want to say we had no agreement or anything whatsoever, but Jen Gerard was kind enough to send me some free lip gloss, or the matte lip wear. It's the long lasting lip wear. She sent me a free of them. What is it? I can't read, it's so small. The metal matte. And this is Grape Crush that I'm wearing right now, along with lip gloss called Eggplant. So we have no agreement. She has not asked me to say anything or to do anything, but she sent me free lipstick or lip color. Come on, I'm gonna say something. So if you like it, that's where you can get it, and those are the names. So that's Gerard Cosmetics. Like I said, we have no collaboration or anything like that, but she sent me some free ones. I got, come on. What girl's not gonna give some throwouts there? Or shout outs, I mean. Sorry. Content. Oh shoot, I didn't put that in either. All right. So yeah, so as everyone knows, not too long ago, I had an offer from a friend of mine. Right? Wait a minute. The option coming up. I'm not getting slow mode. Why is that? Let me try refreshing. Maybe that's why. But not so long ago, I had a friend of mine who works in law enforcement offer to investigate the emails that I was receiving along with other people. But I just, I just sent him my emails. All right. Yeah, for real. I'm not getting the option for slow mode coming up. Why is that? I don't know what to do here, guys. Sorry. Let me check chat. Does anyone know what's going on there? I don't know what to do. Thank you, Sheila. Love the retro look. I like it too. I came across it by accident. My hair kept getting in my face and I was sweating so bad at work. I put it up and then put the headband on, and I got so many compliments on it. I'm like, okay. I'll give it a try. It is over on the side under customization now. Okay. Customization. Oh, I see. Thank you, Claire. Thank you. There we go. I don't know what I do without Claire. Seriously, like all my mods really, but Claire especially. Claire does my thumbnails. So I hate thumbnails. Like I hate them like the plague. I hate doing them. Like, I don't know. I just can't stand it. So, oh yeah. So hi everyone in the chat. There's a lot of people in here. It'll take me way too long to say hi to everyone. And I'm sure people want me to get to the point. So I'll say hi after. There's a few things I'm actually going to be discussing tonight, but I'm going to start off with the emails and everything because that's, the main part of the video, and I'll be kind of a dick if I don't. So yeah, a friend of mine works in law enforcement, and he is currently working in a field in which involves cyber activity. So he has experience in this matter. And he offered to look into the emails for me. At first I told him, no, don't worry about it. The FBI is already looking, no point. But then as time went on, I'm like, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea. What's wrong with another set of eyes? So I took him up on it. And about 1 or 2 months ago, I'd have to look and see how long ago it was, but it was no more than 2 months ago. I sent him the emails. And he finally got back to me. He heard back from, last I knew he had sent out subpoenas to the companies that were involved. And that was the last I knew. But he got back to me. I think he sent me 3 emails. I think the first one was like the day before yesterday, or is either that or like really, really early yesterday. And then he sent me he sent me 2 emails. I'm sorry, there's 3 screenshots because one of them was broken up into 2, but 2 emails. And the first one he sent me, the first one's is really kind of not eventful, but there's one thing he says in there that I wanted to share. So share screen. Which one is it? Okay, so this is the first one. And I redacted some things in there because even though this isn't an actual case, like he's legitimately working this case, he's opened up a case and everything, it's nothing shady or anything like that. I don't think everyone needs to know who he is. That's all. Protecting anonymity kind of thing, I guess. So good morning. Something. I arrived to find some subpoena responses. It looks like the ones I sent for you for your cases here. Are here. Nothing to report, mostly VPN stuff, so I can't trace it, but it is still helpful in determining what I do next. There's still a chance this virtual network can be linked to the company that provided it. I'm writing another subpoena as soon as I've sent this message, and I'm going back to look at some of the other IP addresses that I thought were yours, but now I can see might be the hackers. We are still going to have to get lucky and hope these guys slipped up, but when they send as many as they have, it gets easier to find places to dig. So that was the first thing. Like he saw that he had received some responses, but he hadn't really gone through and read them all. Then he sent the next one. The next email was like later on, either the next day or it was later on in the day. Let's see. It was 1861. So he says, tell me if you've heard this one already, or tell me if you've heard any of this already. But it would appear that nearly every IP address eventually traces back to Google. This is very common these days since Google is only one killer robot short of being the real life Skynet. I kind of laughed when I read that. One email address, and it looks like it's one of Katie Joy's, rejected the authentication of the email. She likely created a spam folder. So it bounced back to what might be one of the original servers. Okay. One of the original servers where I leave off. I had to look at something real quick. It comes back to Vodafone, a telecommunications company serving the Czech Republic. There are a couple of possibilities. Vodafone owns a switch that a proxy network uses to hide the email's origin. Vodafone is, in fact, the original switch, which would mean your hacker is in Czech Europe. Or Vodafone is a hub, much like Google is here, that many networks use, and the hacker is anywhere in Europe. That certainly doesn't narrow it down. I know. I have over 47 pages of email headers with the same couple of IP addresses, and they list as static addresses. If they were using a VPN, you would likely see the dynamic switches changing the IP address somewhere along the way, which IP changing. Maybe even on every email. At this point, that it's more than a proxy network, certainly an elite proxy, if it is still a proxy at all, and is actually a virtual private network, VPN. There are a few places where the name of the email sender is a very long string of characters, making me think it's an encrypted account name. All right, I'm just going to go to the next one because the next one picks up the bottom. It's hard to see there. It's actually make me think it's an encrypted account name. If that is so, it's likely a virtual private network, since VPN encrypts the data the moment you send a message. VPNs are, for the most part, a dead end, but I am still looking. Now, like he said in the first email, he's sending out another subpoena regarding, I forget what it was he said, regarding, we're still going to, still a chance. Oh, there's still a chance this virtual private network or virtual network can be linked to the company that provided it. I'm writing another subpoena as soon as I've sent this message. So he's sending another subpoena for that. Why I know that this isn't like a whole lot of information. It's definitely not leading us back to anyone responsible. But I wanted to make a point to share this because the FBI will not have found anything different than what he found. They are using basically the same resources, first of all. They're using the same tactics. I mean, he's not in the FBI, but he does work with federal agencies. So, yeah, this is what the FBI found, if anything. So for Katie to be telling people that she knows Like the investigation is turning up this much, kind of all this kinds of shit. She's lying to you. She's lying to everyone. She's trying to bluff everyone, really. This is what I think. And also, too, I want to add that I recently got an email the other day, another email. And this was like the second one maybe I've gotten, second or third one I've gotten for the month of July. I think it was July when I got the email. Pretty sure it was still July. So, and I trace the headers back. And the headers trace back to Kansas, which basically means that Google must have like a server or something in Kansas. It's coming from Google because it wasn't a spoofed email or anything. It was a legitimate Google account that sent this email. And where the email origin came from was Kansas. And I want to say, and now correct me if I'm wrong, please, I'm going to look at the chat now. I haven't been looking at the chat, but I'm going to look at it now. Correct me if I'm wrong. But wasn't Kansas one of the places that Katie kind of threw there in her fishing expeditions? Isn't that, I want to say that somewhere in Kansas or whatever is where she kind of roped Jennifer into, I don't know, she scared Jennifer basically. And that kind of made Jennifer respond, we'll say. Yeah, who's in Kansas? Let's narrow it down. Oh, well, exactly. See, that's the thing. It's the fact that the headers trace back to Kansas doesn't mean that that's where the sender lives. That just means that that's where the server is likely located. And the server is a Google server. I'm willing, now I don't know that much about Google's infrastructure, I'll be honest. In fact, I'm probably kind of deficient in this area. But I'd be willing to bet still that they get servers in numerous places throughout the country, since they are like the majority of email activity supporters, we'll say. It was said at some point by Katie that you, Aaron, said the threat voicemails last year. I can say with certainty that was not your voice. Thank you, Keon. I appreciate that. Yeah, that was definitely not my voice. Yep, Aaron Casal Rose says. Okay. Yeah, so so Jennifer Falk, I think is her last name, Falk. Oh, is she here? I just seen someone say, hey, Jennifer. If you're here, I don't know. There's chat's still moving pretty fast. But if you're here, oh, yes, you're there. Yes, and you said, okay. That's likely what happened. She traced the headers back to Kansas. That's it. And it does give like an area of Kansas in which, I don't remember it all exactly. But it was like in the middle of the state, it looked like. So that's I'm almost positive. Like I said earlier that I thought that maybe she had set up an IP catcher somewhere. I think I was wrong. I think that was completely wrong of me to say, or not wrong of me to say, but my guess there was wrong. I think she traced the headers back to Kansas and she just threw it out there to see if anyone bit. And, and just, if you don't know much about the internet, yeah, you're going to get scared. You're going to get worried if you live near that area. I don't blame you. I don't know much about the internet, and I don't know if I would. I don't know, but that is, I'm almost positive that's what happened. So I think that this is important because it just shows that she's got nothing. She and Unirock both have nothing. There is no investigation going on. In fact, I'd be willing to bet that the FBI was, in fact, investigating a lot of these emails. Like they're investigating them as a whole, the ones that possibly we all sent to Salty. And that when they did investigate, they came to the same conclusions in which this person who's investigating it for me came to. And they were all likely, for the most part, dead ends. And I'm expecting probably the same results from the person who's investigating them for me, to be honest. But I think this is important because I feel like this gives some sort of confirmation that that is in fact what is going on and that there is in fact no longer an investigation. Maybe it's still open to the point that like unless and until new information presents itself, but until then, it's pretty much dead. So yeah, exactly, Peggy. The FBI, they don't, I don't think they give a shit. I think you're right. I had to laugh at that. That's funny. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I take that back. There is actually another investigation going on. Unirock is on the case. Wait, I feel like I gotta say, this is impressive. I've had this shit on for like a half an hour, and not once has it gotten on my teeth yet. So I'm still paranoid about it, but I'm pleasantly surprised. Yeah, like I said, again, sorry, like we have no deal. Okay, I just want to say that. But it's Metal Matte. I'm not sure. Grape Crush is the lip gloss, or the lip color, and then Eggplant is the lip gloss that I put on over it. And this shit is so. Oh, sorry, I hit the microphone with the phone. That probably made a loud noise. This thing is cool. Let me show you something here. See that? There's a light. That is so cool. That is so cool that there's a light built right in there. So, all right, let me go back to chat. Oh, wait, let me remove that. There are a few other things too I have planned for discussion, but I want to check the chat first, and then I'll move on. I have to send something to my computer anyways. Check Jennifer's comments. No wonder Katie used her tone. Oh, okay. I'll check them just a second. Oh, wait, that's right. She says a dog groomer thing. I'm guessing maybe Katie either remembered that someone was from Kansas because of those posts, or she then came across these posts, one or the other, and she put two and two together to see what would come from it. I'm guessing. I don't know. Oh, sassy now, I'm smack in the middle of Kansas, so you're busted. Okay, let me send this. Okay. Does it have a small mirror on the side? Oh yeah, it does. Oh my God, I didn't even notice that before, Diane. Holy shit. Where's your comment now? Okay. Diane McCall had said, I'm so for the light. Does it have a small mirror on the side? I'll be placing an order tomorrow. Yes, it does. I didn't even notice that. I don't want to blind you out, but yeah. I didn't even notice that. That's so cool. Thank you for pointing that out. I guess I was blinded by the light. I still feel like I'm seeing it, but I'm not. It's crazy. You're Atticus Finch. You're right. She does a little bit. I don't think it's her though. Like Atticus Finch says, oh my God, Kay Baxter does sound like the brewery lady. Surely it's not. I mean, come on. If she did that, I would think she wouldn't be a Chase Love. It's funny. Yeah, I don't think it's her. I think Kay's a little smarter than that. And plus, as much as it does kind of sound like her, it really, in my opinion, it really sounds like that Darcy lady. So, holy crap. Okay, so I have another couple of screenshots I want to talk about now that I sent over. Which one do I want to do first? Oh, this one. Now, and in the interest of all honesty here and transparency, I have not gone over to Unirock's Twitter page to confirm this. So if I'm wrong, I apologize. Probably should have, but I just assumed that that's something that's easily provable, whatever. And I haven't really been on Twitter much today. I've been kind of preparing and shit and sleeping. I slept. I'm sorry. I did. I slept. So. Oh, okay. So yeah, someone shared this with me. Someone sent it to me in Messenger. And she pointed out, and it wasn't Tina, believe it or not. It was someone who actually doesn't really like Steve. I'll say that. But she pointed out how much of an idiot Unirock is and how he doesn't even bother to investigate or just research anything. Because apparently he's posted this as proof that Steve was served with a TRO. However, this post from Steve was last year. In fact, he posted it in the group without a freaking clue. That's not even the group's name anymore, but the group, and B, the group is still archived. So it would make no point in him posting it in there. And I'm not even sure if he's a member even. I don't think the group has no members. I think there's like two moderators in there. That's it. So, and I'm pretty sure Steve's not one of them. I'm not positive though. So yeah, he's an idiot. Like he didn't even buy. I mean, this thing had to have had a date on it too, but it does say yesterday. So I'm guessing that he found an old screenshot of the post. Like the screenshot was obviously taken the day after it was posted. So it's over a year old now, but he doesn't even bother to research it. He just posts it as though it's fact. Come on now. I mean, just try a little, dude. This isn't hard. Yeah, proof of uni lying and twisting. That post is from June 2nd. Oh my God. Thank you, Keon. You're pretty awesome. Thank you for confirming the date for me. Yeah, proof of uni lying and twisting. That post is from June 2nd, 2020. 2020. Sorry. Yeah, I see some people are talking about the drama or whatever that's unfolding over from like Charlotte's Discord and shit. I mean, guys, it's your chat. You guys talk about whatever the hell you want. Go for it. I just don't want you to think I'm ignoring you because I'm not. I am following it myself, but I feel as though I really shouldn't speak on it much because I'm not likely to say many nice things. I'll be honest, and it doesn't involve me whatsoever. So that's all. I'm not ignoring you. Just y'all talk amongst yourselves. That's all. What's this? Oh, I see. Okay, it was a joke. All right. It's like, what are y'all talking about? Sorry, my ice machine's going because once again, I had no ice today. And the other one. Oh wait, shoot. Cancel. Put it out there first. Actually, this one I think I might go to Twitter because there's a few posts I kind of want to talk about. Oh, damn it. I'm signed into Twitter. Oops. I don't remember signing in. All right. I should be able to pull it up. There we go. Now I can share. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. She's still going on about Allie. That's the next thing I wanted to discuss. And I made a couple notes too on this. Actually, that's right. I want to say something before I start in on those tweets. Oh, that's right too. And the Todd Chrisley thing. Okay. I had a discussion. I don't even know, maybe 2 months ago or so, a little bit more than that, with someone in email. And they had said that whoever it is that's behind these emails and such, it's someone who is obsessed with Katie. Okay. My immediate response to that was, well, there's nobody more obsessed with Katie than Katie. And I kind of meant that as like half a joke or whatever, but not entirely. And now very little joking. Because if you look at the past few weeks, her channel has gone from a channel that covered reality TV or drama or whatever, that had like a side order of personal drama, And it's flipped. It is now all about Katie drama with a side order of the Duggars, or Dugars, however you pronounce it. That's what her channel's now become, which, whatever, it's her channel. She can make it whatever she wants. But it kind of proves it adds to my point, rather. And if you notice how she has covered her drama, she has gone from one person to another who she has deemed as obsessed with her because they had the nerve to talk about her. Or maybe they went a little farther and took some screenshots and sent them to a group or whatever. That's obsessed in her mind. So she then goes on this like 1 to 3, 5 day, whatever tirade of tweets and videos and Instagram posts against that person, against the person she is deemed to be obsessed with her. And she moves from one person to another, to another, to another. So again, I say there's nobody more obsessed with Katie than Katie. And therefore, it's the fact that she's obsessed with the people obsessed about her shows how obsessed she is about herself, rather. And Allie, I think, is just the latest victim in that, maybe, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure I would call Allie anyone's victim, though, I'll be honest. She kind of scares me a little. So, wait, what? Are you talking about my channel? All right, let me shit. I will, I don't want to do it in the middle stream, but thank you, Diane, for letting me know. She said that there's something wrong with my membership, whatever. There's no option or whatever anymore. I'll check it out after the stream. I don't want to use stream time for that. So, I'm just looking over the chat here, making sure I'm not missing much, whatever. Oh, Sue says, yes, Allie is the new cult leader. We have to wear purple. I planned ahead. Yo, I'm psychic. Seriously. Okay. So now I'm just going to go through and read the tweets. I have a couple of tweets pulled from yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was today. I don't know. Someone sent them to me, but I can see she's still going. So whatever. I'll just go through them all. And this first one, Allie, since you had no problem stalking kids, allegedly, is this why you came for my parenting? Allie, it's you who delights in others' suffering. You associated with so many of the people doxing and harassing me, then accuse me of being a shitty parent and doxer. I can't. Well, she is a doxer. Katie, I don't think Allie is. I haven't seen anything, but I haven't seen all of her shit either. So I'm pretty sure Allie's not. But I know Katie is. I've seen her do it. We all have, I think. What is this? She isn't the nicest to her kid. That's what she said. But I don't think she's bad enough to warrant false calls to CPS. What the? Wow. In the world of YouTube drama, when it comes to shit like people's parenting and CPS, if that's the worst that gets said about you, you're one of the lucky ones. It's like, for real. Like, Katie should know this after the shit she's gone through. She should know that somebody just saying that is, I don't know. If I were in her shoes, I'd be grateful. I don't know. That's just me, though. But moving on. It might be petty of me. She made up a lie that Nick Snyder bought heroin because he got exposed for shit talking her friends in group chat. Well, get out of here.
And I was really, really, really upset. And I was trying to figure out, like, who was leaking shit from the group. So I fed Cody this, like, fabricated story. I knew she wouldn't go public with it. I knew that. And I gave her this story. And then she went and told Nick, and Nick DM'd me and basically relayed everything that I said to her back to me. That's all. And I was wrong. I shouldn't have made that up, but I wanted to know who.
Okay, something's buffering. I don't know what. I know I turned volume on, so I'm pretty sure you guys heard that.
Seeing who did I dodge? Dustin and I were going at it, and I was really, really, really upset.
Oh, okay, start over again.
And I was
okay.
trying.
All right, well, it doesn't say what it was she said. I don't know. That's conveniently left out. Maybe it's that. I don't know. But it also sounds like that didn't go anywhere. It's still kind of messed up, but she also admitted that. So, all right, Katie may have a small point there. Really, Allie stalking a kid's channel and accusing their parents of being a pedo. What? Okay, well, this is just a claim. I don't see anyone showing proof of this, so I don't want to comment on it. Wait, okay, we went back that one. Okay. Allie blames me for everything she is. She's deflecting and desperate to make me a scapegoat. She's desperate to make you a scapegoat. Is that it? Is that it? Because she wasn't even talking about you. She got canceled for lying. She got canceled. What? Shit talking, doxing, threatening creators, going off on subs, and falsely accusing someone of being paid. How do you accuse someone of deflecting in one sentence, and in the very next sentence you deflect like a mofo? Like, how do you do that? How? Wow. That's insane to me. Oh, wow, cool. Wait a minute, let me back up here. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Megan Broussard. And thank you so much for becoming a member, Kim in Darkness. That's a cool name. Oh, and thank you so much for the super chat, Kim in Darkness. Sorry, I didn't even see that one before. Yeah, I don't always watch a chat, and I'm horrible for that, I know. All right, mods, let me know if I should adjust the so what I'm looking for. The slow mode at all. Oh, this is Jess Carter says this is all right. This is important, I think. Let me pull it up. There we go. This is all old. Allie has taken accountability for the stuff she did and completely changed her bad behavior and has redeemed herself. It's very obvious that Allie has grown from her mistakes. Okay, good. I had no reason not to believe that because I know that she used to go under a different name. I don't recall watching her though under that name. I've only known her as Truth Sleuth, rather. So I've only known her as, I guess, this redeemed Allie, I guess you could say. But I have every reason to believe that's true. If she did in fact do these things, she hasn't done them recently. I know that. So I wholeheartedly believe that. All right. Oh, let me check chat again. If you need me to adjust, slow mode is good. Okay, thank you. All right, so yeah, this is crazy though. Falsely accusing someone of being a pedo. Allie, redemption arc isn't blaming me for your shit. Whatever. Allie, what about the time you? Okay, we already went over that. Allie, remember the time you threatened Angelica Oles and then blocked her? Okay, I think it's funny though that Katie's bringing Angelica Oles into this. It's a public record. It's not yours. You didn't create it. And well, it's fucking highlighted in yellow. It's so obvious you took it. Don't fucking take my shit anymore, or you and I are going to have a real fucking problem. This is your warning, dude. I'm telling you, she scares me. I like her. And then she blocked her. What's wrong with that? So what? I don't know what that is. She struck Road Hog? Is that what I'm reading? Wow. I just, whatever happened to just contacting creators? Seriously. I mean, this is shitty. I don't care. I don't care who does it. It's kind of shitty. You're messing with, especially if it's a channel that's monetized. I think you could be potentially messing with someone's income, which may entice the purpose. It may entice committing the act more for other people, just knowing that they're doing that. I get that, but it's still kind of messed up. It's just, I mean, I don't make much at all from YouTube, but what if I did? What if I really relied on the little income I do make from it? What if it was that important? What if it meant the difference between my kids eating or something that night? You don't know that. So why do you want to go messing with that shit? Just reach out to someone. Then if it doesn't get resolved, then you can use these other avenues. I mean, I'm not saying you should just sit there and take it on the chin or anything. No. But why jump to doing that right away? Why not just try and do it, I don't know, better, I guess. That's just my opinion, though. Whatever. Oh, wow. She copyright. Wow. What is a piece of shit? Oh, Kelly Marie says, Truth Sleuth took a while off to work on herself. She's come back. She's become a better person for it. You know, you got to give credit for that. That's awesome. Oh, who's new? Is not Katie's, right? Because I'm on her Twitter. Oh, damn it. Shit. No, I'm guessing you're talking about Truth Sleuth. Oh, Ellie, the cult leader. Uh-oh, does Steve know about this? Just saying. Okay. Where are the ones I was reading earlier? I'm done talking about this today. 5 hours ago, she said. I'm guessing that's about Allie. She was done talking about Allie 5 hours ago. Okay. Oh, this looks like a nice long thread. Allie is now harassing Bish because he defended me. She is threatening to release legal documents about him. She is also suggesting he will get a subreddit and become as problematic as me. Allie, you need help. Acting this way is not healthy. This is why you got canceled last time. Allegedly, Angelo says, okay. So I tried to stay out of your and Allie's beef because it's a petty back and forth between people who clearly don't like each other. You both simply don't mesh, just like oil and water. Won't. And that is in itself is okay. I can't talk tonight. You both are allowed to not like the other person. But what you are saying here is factually incorrect. I also feel if I do something, it could interpret that I co-sign this behavior. Spoiler alert, I don't. So here it goes. 1. Nowhere in the tweets did Allie threaten or even slightly allude to releasing any kind of information about that person. If you and them interpret it that way, well, that's on you. 2. Allie has an arid sense of humor. I kind of like that about her. So you might have missed that she was joking about an anti-community possibly being built around them. I don't want to hurt their feelings when I say this, but it simply wouldn't be prolific. This is not shade, but merely a fact because their following is tiny, and every creator who has anti-fans have 100 times their following. Yes. The more followers you have, the more people you have that don't like you. It is indirect correlation. Yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Lastly, you all give me headaches with this interpersonal fighting. Aren't there enough influencers or Catholic fundamentalists or legitimate assholes out there? Must you fight with each other? It's annoying. Katie says, I would love to not talk about her. Really? She would love to not talk about her. I want her to leave me alone. Well, you know what? You don't get to control that. That's not within your control. You can control maybe how accessible you are to her annoying you, but even that's somewhat limited, I think. You don't get to control other people's free will. She's literally trying to convince people not to like me. She can do that. That's her well within her right. She can try to convince people. The thing is, and this is one point I want to get to. is that it wouldn't be so easy to convince people not to like you if you weren't so unlikable, if there wasn't such a documented history of you doing these fucked up things. That's the cold hard facts. I mean, no one is that persuasive. No one is that persuasive that they can just convince people to not like someone when they're perfectly likable. Like, you would either need to be incredibly persuasive, or you would need someone who's incredibly simple-minded, or both. But you're not going to be successful at this with the majority of people unless that person is, well, just generally unlikable. So it's not that hard for Allie. If she isn't threatening to release legal docs, why bring up cases against them? That's petty. Well, let's see. She's probably bringing up shit from the past, much like everyone else is in this conversation. So petty is the language of drama commentary channels. You should know, because if memory serves correctly, you are one. I don't cover YouTube drama. Are you kidding me? I left that work a long time ago. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You bitch, you bought a house here and took up residency. That's what you did. So this isn't my beat. I cover reality TV fundamentalists. You may cover both, but you still own residency here in YouTube drama. I just want to do my job without this woman interfering in my life. Well, sorry. You decide whether or not she interferes with your life. You give her that power. She doesn't just automatically get that power unless you give it to her. You can just do your job and not let her interfere with your life, but you choose not to do that. So I don't know. You tell me, is it that hard? I don't make videos about her, and she's clearly obsessed with me. So what? Even if she were obsessed with you, so what? Anyways, you cover reality TV drama, emphasis on drama. As for her covering you, it is literally her job. I understand that it must suck to be the center of negative coverage, but you cover the Duggars because your audience likes your coverage of their scandals. Supply meets demand. Exactly. P.S. I don't mind criticism. I don't care if people cover me. Allie is a bully, period. I don't care if people criticize me. I just want to be able to control what they say. And I don't care who covers me. I just want to be able to control who it is that covers me. It literally means you care. Allie is fierce in her approach, but not a bully. There's a difference. I agree. I don't agree with her approach. I find it unprofessional, but again, I don't like her. I'm done talking about this today. Have a good one. Yeah, we are talking in circles at this point, and it's becoming more and more irritating by. Well, whoever you are, allegedly Angelo, I give you mad props for trying. And I think it made sense, but, All right, let me check the chat here. The Jargon Magician says, Katie is afraid of Allie. That's why she won't do a video on her. I agree. I kind of think you're right. I mean, I'm a little afraid of Allie, especially what I'm reading now. But it's a good kind of afraid. Like she's fierce. Like, that would be the perfect word I would use to describe her, in my opinion. And also, too, I was thinking about something, too. I kind of want to point out Katie's coverage and the things that she covers, like the subjects or whatever, the people. She does tend to get a tad bit obsessive with it, in my opinion. And I mean, to the point that she somehow finds a way, like worms her way in to become part of the story. Like, I know we've all said that she likes to be the story, be a part of the story. I get that. But it's crazy how she really manages to do this. Because, like, now I don't know if she became obsessed with the Duggars first and then became friends with a Duggar, or if it was vice versa. And same thing with Lindsay Chrisley or the Chrisleys. Although she hasn't really shown much obsession, I think, with the Chrisleys. But I think that could be subject to change. I don't know. But yeah. I mean, I know she's not a reporter. I know this. But she likes to fancy herself one, or calls herself one, or think of herself as one. But any ethical reporter would not actually become friends with people connected to stories, especially ongoing stories like the Duggars. It's not like she wrote about them one time 3 years ago and still talks to Amy. No, that's not the case. She still talks about them constantly, and she's friends with Amy. I don't know. This just seems kind of unethical to me. The same thing with Lindsay Chrisley. If she's still going to talk about the Chrisleys, then really, should she be friends with literally one of his kids? You know, I mean, that just doesn't seem ethical to me. I can't, I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. Yes, I had something else. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to remember. I want to do that towards the end, though. Okay. Suzanne says she started talking about the Duggars back on Hathios using info from others like me. Okay. So I'm willing to bet then that she became friends with Amy after the fact. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's just, how is Amy not concerned about this? I mean, if it were me, I would think that this person was just friendly with me to try and get information from me. Even if we didn't have some sort of agreement where I willingly told her shit, chances are I'm about to slip up some point if we talk often enough. I'm going to slip up and say shit, just who doesn't do that? So, yeah, Doggo was walking by. That's because someone just pulled in the driveway, so he's all happy. Yay. Yay, someone here who will pay me attention because this crazy bitch is talking to herself. Oh, yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that, JCM. Holy shit, you're right. She weaseled her way into Gypsy Rose's family for a hot second. That's right. Was it the father that she was actually talking to? It was through Kiwi Farms there or something. She met someone and they were feeding her info. I can't remember. It was either the father or someone related to the father. It was one or the other, I want to say. But yeah, it's the same thing. Oh, and again, Amber Portwood. Okay, she became all close and best buddies there with Matt until, well, that took a nosedive into the pit of hell, which, I mean, like every other relationship. But, I mean, the second that happened, though, she seemed to, like, kind of slowly, I mean, she doesn't even talk about Teen Mom anymore, And, of course, he wasn't really her friend first, I guess. I don't know. No, you are mixing people up. Okay, who am I mixing up? Talk to. Oh, that's right. Yep, James Charles's mom. Yep, she's friends with her. That's right. Wow, I didn't even think about all these people. Holy crap. Oh, that's right. Kiwi Farms was dad from the Schofields. Okay, Gypsy Rose was the stepmom. You're right. My bad. Okay. But yeah, I mean, there's all these other people too. I mean, I didn't even think about that. Well, yeah. Oh, she talks. Oh no, yes, right. Her talking with Courtney Long. That's new. Before that, I guess she was in talks with the mother, but they're not friends though. So I think that could be more classified as like a source kind of thing or whatever. Like it's when she establishes these relationships, that's what I'm like more or less pointing to here. I think everyone who writes, especially if they do it professionally, they need sources. They have to have sources. They have to, get information somehow. But developing these relationships, that's what I find weird. The stepmom fits. Okay, yep, my bad. That was my mistake. Thank you, JCM. Yeah, this is true. I think this is largely true. I probably make my lipstick wear off because of how paranoid I get about it, and if you think I just keep messing with it. Okay. Yep, it's true. Since counting on, she's kind of screwed. She needs money because of her next lawsuit. Okay, which brings me to something else I wanted to talk about. Oops, wrong one. What am I doing? Go away. Thank you. Oh, wait, first of all, thank you so much for becoming a member, Cindy D. She befriended Janelle Easton and linked all her DMs. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I think that they were like kind of frenemies or whatever for the most part, but yeah, for a good time there, a bit. She was friends with her. I would say friends. Did I miss where the emails trace back to? No, you did. Well, you might have missed it. I did it. I covered that right in the beginning because I didn't want to be a dick and like say that to the end, because I know some people would do that. And I thought about it, I'll be honest. But basically, they've led back to nowhere, like dead ends. But there's still a couple options, routes to investigate through, which is happening now. But the whole point, well, not the whole point, but my whole point of making a big deal about exposing it or sharing this with everyone is that this is someone who uses the same resources and everything as the FBI does, because he also works with cyber divisions on a federal level, and so he uses the same resources. And this is where he's landed so far, which means that this is where the FBI landed to. Okay, so Katie, Unirock, they're all full of shit when they say, "Oh, there's this big investigation going on. We're going to find out who it is." No, you're not. No, you're not. If you were, then you would have found it by now. But it's not happening. The FBI very likely dropped it by now because they already went through these steps that my friend's going through. And they already landed to the conclusions that my friend is coming to. So really, but I did cover it like right in the beginning. Like I was probably done with covering it within the first 10 minutes, 15 tops. So if that helps. But yeah. Agent Katie and Uni are on the job. Like temporary G-men, whatever. Wait a minute. Sorry. Actually, be right back. Like 1 minute tops. Okay, sorry. It's being paranoid. Okay, so I saw a tweet earlier. It was under one of Todd Chrisley's tweets, and it said that something like, "I hope this time we see justice" or whatever. And I'm not knocking the person. Don't get me wrong. I get the feeling. I do, and I get the feeling of like a lot of people felt probably after the whole Toddy, Westbrook lawsuit wrapped up and everything. And the feeling's not wrong by any means. I think it's important though to remember that much like the Toddy lawsuit, I'm assuming this lawsuit too will also be a civil lawsuit. Like in criminal lawsuits, or criminal lawsuits, but criminal trials, whatever, criminal charges and stuff. It's like the state is versus, the accused or whatever. So the state is representing all of us against the accused. Where in a civil trial, there's no state involved. It's just the petitioner against the respondent. So we're not involved. We're not represented at all. So whatever justice, whatever comes from this lawsuit, it's the only person that it can be expected to serve is Todd Chrisley. Okay. We won't be considered, and we shouldn't be, because we're not suing for our damages. He will be suing for his damages, so our damages shouldn't be considered at all. And it's frustrating, I know, because I know a lot of people want to see karma, and I get the feeling. I do too, don't get me wrong. But this is if you're looking for karma, I don't think we're ever going to see it here, because it's not our damage that's being represented. It's not any fuckery we've seen is not going to be discussed or brought up. It's only going to be the shit that involves Todd, because it's his lawsuit. Oh, thank you, kaleidoscopic. Sorry. I don't know. Just, I think that's important to remember, because if you go into this, at least this is what I tell myself. If I go into something with expecting like this huge or different outcome, and it doesn't happen, then I'm going to feel disappointed. But if I go into it knowing all the facts, then I can have a better idea of what to expect. I can more manage my expectations better, and I'm less likely to be disappointed, or as disappointed rather. So that's all. I just wanted to share that with you guys, because even like with the Toddy lawsuit, it was her damage that she was suing about. It was her justice to have been found, not ours. Yeah, we all would have liked her to really, try to stick it to Katie and everything to follow through, but that wouldn't have served her, I'm guessing. Otherwise, she would have done that. So that's a good point, B. Littles. That is a very good point. Katie is getting karma from herself. No matter what happens to her, she's never happy. That is very true. In fact, that's the thing. I mean, she is never happy. Oh, I can't really see the chat very well from over here. Oops. Wait, what did it? Hey, Road Hog. I didn't even see you come in. Oh, I want to put that comment up on screen. I want to put it. Where is it? Let me find it in StreamYard. The counterclaim has been filed. Attaboy. That's awesome. I'm assuming though someone has told you by now that when you file a counterclaim, I guess somehow for some reason your personal information becomes accessible, or viewable rather, known to the other party. Some people say that that's why people even file a claim to begin with, because they fully expect the other person to fight it, and then they can learn their personal information, like their address or whatever, their full name and shit like that. I'm assuming, because like this is one of the first things I learned, so I'm guessing you've been told that like 1,000 times over by now. If not, you should have been. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not on her channel anymore. I mean, and I wonder too, like, what's the copyright? Why does she own the copyright? Like, is it a money thing? I mean, I don't know. But then I guess you have to have a better understanding of copyright law. And the only thing more boring than that, I think, is tax law. So, yeah, not going to happen. Yeah, that's a good point, Grouchy Mama Bear. Seems like the person who strikes should also have their personal info exposed. I don't know. Maybe they do. But I mean, this is Katie. I mean, like, though I don't agree with doxing, it should never ever happen. It has happened to her a few times, more so by herself than anyone else. So, who doesn't know her address by now? Business law sucks too. Yeah, I bet you're right, Julie. I do. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Jen Gerard says, when you copyright strike, it takes the video down instantly, and the person has to give their personal info to try and get the strike lifted. Okay. At least get her to say my name. Oh my God. I had done a video, oh God, it was months ago. Because Katie went through and she was bitching and complaining, and she listed all of these people, but she was like kind of giving them credit for some of the shit I did, which is weird because usually I get credit for everything. But she wouldn't say my name. And it got to the point where people would start joking about it. Like I think some people were even wondering if I was in cahoots with her or something, because she wouldn't ever say my name. So I added to a video, like, say my name. And next thing I know, she said my name, and now she will take it out of her mouth. So whatever. I don't know. Well, if he wants to come on, he's invited. He's welcome to. Here, I'll leave it up to him. There we go. Oh no, Nikki, no. You remind me of something though. Nikki says, I think you can use an alias though. I think I've heard of someone using that before, so she couldn't have their info. Yes and no. There's a lawyer that I guess you can contact, and he will kind of, I don't know, like file the fight back or whatever on your behalf. And by doing it through a representative, you don't have to give your personal information. I'm not sure of all the specifics with that, but it's something like that. I don't know. Oh, like the scene from American Pie. Say my name, bitch. See, I hear that and I think of the song. Oh, yeah, Kim in Darkness. Oops. Remember when Katie went on Twitter and told people to cease and desist? LOL, she thought that's how it works. That's why I think it was my last video, the one before. I'm like, well, I haven't received anything, and I checked my DMs. I put more lip gloss on when I took a break there for a minute. Now I feel like it's touching my teeth again. Oh, yay. Hey, Road Hog. What's up?
Hey.
Sorry. Okay. I get paranoid about my lipstick.
Oh, it's okay.
Come in.
How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
Oh, a little pissed off, but you know how it goes. We deal with it.
Yeah, I hear you.
No, I know that my information will be out to Katie, so that's no problem. I'm not worried about that at all.
Oh, okay.
You know, I got told that she did the strike. You know, I was out actually handling some business, and then all of a sudden my Twitter started blowing up. They're like, "Oh, she did it! She did it!"
Holy crap!
And it's fine. Obviously, it is. YouTube will take down any video that is, you know, copyright strike. They don't really review it that much. But it's an old video that she supposedly had it up on her channel. And my statement to YouTube was I used our special little right act where you have the right to, you know, all this and all that. Fair use. So I gave them that. And I told them it was being used as a learning experience about how somebody can backtrack on their statements a lot. And that's exactly my comments that are being put into this because YouTube wants those statements. So they're going to get it. And I know she probably didn't think I was going to do it. But she's never fucked with anybody like me. So
well, that's true. Yeah.
Obviously, she has 24 hours to retract it, or I'm just an asshole. I straight up already called my lawyer, and I will. YouTube is not my money maker. That's right, I've said that very clear. But that was a monetized video, So for every damn minute that it's down, I'm going to make her pay for it.
Yeah, that's true.
And,
I mean, yeah.
You know, I'm going to take a rough estimate of how many views it got per hour, and she'll pay. You know, ever since I had Steve on my channel, I've been, you know, everybody went down. We took care of one asshole the other day. I think everybody knew, you know, he went off, and it wasn't that he did anything to my videos that would be per se against fair right, but it was harassing. So that's how he got his videos and his channel.
Oh,
Right.
is that the local university?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And supposedly he's going to get the British embassy to extradite me to England. So I'm waiting for that free trip. But I don't see that coming. So, but yeah, I mean, Katie, I got her to say my name. So I'm happy with that. I don't know if anybody's ever fought her on a copyright claim. But I'm not afraid of anybody knowing who the hell I am. I mean, my full name's been up before. You know, if you want to start something, fine with me. I mean, it's stupid.
It is, yeah. I mean, and I found too that the second you stop worrying or caring if people know your name or know where you live or whatever, then they no longer have shit to throw at you. It's a lot more difficult for them.
Right.
I mean,
if they're going to come here and start some shit, then come start it.
Yeah.
You'll get what's coming to you. I'll guarantee you that, because, you know, of course, my family lives here and everything. I'm very protective of my family.
Well, naturally, yeah.
You know, so obviously, you know, somebody wants to start some shit, we'll get some shit started. But like I said, it's mostly because I had Steve on, and like I've told everybody, I'm not friends with Steve. I'm not. This is the first time you and me have ever talked.
Yeah, we exchanged like 2 emails, I think.
Right, that's about it.
Yeah.
I'm unbiased. I listen to everybody's side. Like I told Steve, if somebody came with proof to me that he was lying about the shit we talked about, I would stop talking to him. I've put it out to Uni. If you got proof, bring it to me, show me. I'll look at it. I didn't have a dog in this fight.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
I have a dog in this fight. I took care of Local. That's one. And now Katie's next on me now. And I think she really thinks I'm playing. That's why I just posted on my channel, you know, the picture of me doing the claim. It's there.
Okay.
I did not waste 24 hours waiting to claim this thing. Okay, I'm countering her right now. So she's going to have to come with a lot of proof to show that that's her work, that it's copyrighted. See, there's things you have to do in a scene.
Yeah, it's not copyright. I mean, I don't see how it can be.
It's not. And we I think you know who he is, Ethan Plays Live or whatever. He made a big video the other day, 30 minutes long.
I've heard of him. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he does a 30-minute video where he brings up why Local got his channel deleted and all that. And he said, well, anybody can play that video under the Fair Use Act. Well, I'm going to use his words, and I'm going to use them right now. So we're going to see if he's right or if he's wrong, because I'm claiming the Fair Use Acts against Katie, because actually it's not for YouTube channel. That video was sent to me. It was recorded differently than it was originally recorded.
Okay, yeah.
And
okay.
The actually and the screen is completely different from what her stuff would be. So it's a modification in some ways.
Yeah.
Statements. I didn't talk over it. But if she struck that, she should have struck my live last night too, because we went over it again for 30 minutes.
With that, and she should have struck like every video made about her. I mean,
everyone.
Yeah.
So I've got
and in her own even.
Right. So I've got a real big surprise coming for her. There's about to be a blonde wig, and see, that's how I am. I'm an asshole. So Katie's twin sister is going to show up on my channel for a couple weeks straight. So we're going to see if Katie puts 3 videos up, there's really going to be 6 videos up. So I'm going to teach her a really hard lesson about fucking with somebody that will fight her and her toady. You know, it's just, it's to the point where I've always had a dog in the fight for women's rights and people that have been affected by essays or anything like that. And when she made her assault claims and all that, I stood up. I have family members that's had that, and I just couldn't stand it anymore. And I've called her out every time. And that's the thing. I've even openly brought it out to Katie. Counter anything I say, and I will take the videos down. She did, and to make everybody clear, she never asked me to take that video down before she copyrighted it. before she took the
Yeah,
strike.
I don't
She
doubt
never-
that. Yeah, I don't
She
doubt
never
that.
asked, and YouTube actually wants you to do that.
Yeah.
They want you to say, "Hey, you know what? I'm not happy with this. Can you edit, modify it, whatever?" I don't have any of those things.
Yeah.
I do not delete anything. I'm pretty much an open book. You know, the wife's sitting right across from me from right now. So, you know, like,
Hi.
but, you know, like I told him yesterday and the day before, Road Hog is a persona on YouTube. That's not who I am in real life. I'm not a stupid truck driver. I'm actually very educated in my world. I talk shit because people love it. It's entertainment. That's how it is.
You do it well.
I try. I really do. And the thing is I'm open to talking to anybody. You know, I don't listen to everybody's stuff. You know, that people think there are cults going on right now and all this.
Yeah.
I look at it like this: if there is a cult, we'll find out. And that's the thing. I hear about the FBI, I hear about this, and I'm like, man, you know, for somebody like me who has to go through a lot of federal regulations, and I deal with the government because of transportation and certain things, the things I hear sometimes just boggles my mind. Because if there was I will say this right now, if there was an FBI investigation, she wouldn't be tweeting like she is.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's your first inclination right there. Exactly.
Nobody she talks so much shit. That was her and Locale. I took Locale and I looked at him like he was Katie Jr. These two are just all day, every day. So, you know, like Todd Chrisley said, the damn tweets are going to get you. And now Todd and me are going to get her. So, I mean, she's got a chance with me just to play and walk, because Minnesota, you know, I'm not that far away. It's about a 7-hour drive. And I'm fine.
Oh, okay. So so if there's a lawsuit going on or whatever, you can go there. You can go there.
I'm a truck
you can be
driver. I can
disposed.
do that easy. It's no big deal. I'll just call it a company expense. It's a business relation.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's just funny how she's always said, "I'll never copyright anybody. I don't do this." Well, we've proved today that she did. She did it.
She's done it before, even.
Oh,
you know?
but
I mean,
this time the funny thing is she's made it very public.
Yeah.
I've never really seen her do public, but her dumbass did it today. And I'll tell you why I got under her skin, because she's never been able to come at me with anything else. Because every video I've ever done about Katie, I use her video. I look dead at her and I go, "Here's what dumbass is just." So today, by her doing this, and she waited till late tonight to do it. What, did she think I wouldn't find out? I mean, literally, I have so many older women that watch her. They are on my tweets like this. It's like, and I know.
Well, because there's not a whole lot of men in this community. So,
and that's the funny thing is I never wanted to be in this community like that. And I talk about everything. I don't just talk about stupid Katie. I talk about other things too. And, you know, I just do that. I've never said that I'm into the tea thing or anything. I don't associate as that. You know, but it's just, I'm so sick of her too. You know, it's got to the point where a lot of people are afraid, because you know what? YouTube is their moneymaker.
And for a lot of people it is,
And they don't want to affect that, and I completely understand. And, you know, like Uni's buddy, Aaron, the other night, he said, "Well, we got to be sure that we take care of this because it messes with sponsors and this and that and ad revenues. So, yes, I get it that a lot of this is money. So what Katie just did is went right off and did exactly what they're saying that they fight against. By her claiming that video with no proof, because here's my thing. We know she deleted it off her channel, and there was a reason why she wanted that video deleted. That video was actually taken after her in the break, because I don't think you know what the video was.
No, I haven't watched it yet. No,
it's in my live stream. She's not going to get it because it's actually talked over. It's like 30 minutes. We sat and we talked about it, but it's when her and Steve and all them were doing that channel together, where
the NSS non sequitur show.
Right. So what happened is she was having conversations with, what's his name? I can't remember the other guy. Not Steve. Kyle, and she was bringing up messages between her and Kyle, showing where Kyle was talking about money and all this, and she apologizes to Steve.
Oh, yeah, the apology video. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know.
So that's the video. That's the video. So we were trying to figure out, was that video done after the supposed harassment that she said that Steve did? So if, all honesty, if that's after they stopped doing those videos together, because that she said all those harassments happened in a SA kind of nature.
Right.
Why was she apologizing? So that's why I
Right.
was using that video for, and that's why I told you to. I'm showing that this woman has contradicted herself again.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's remember, she said that all happened when Steve and her were doing those live streams together. This is after the live streams. Okay, so this is where that apology video comes in. Why would you apologize to somebody that you say is out there harassing you?
Right. Yeah.
That's where this video is, and she's mad that I put it up. This is the first time she's ever. So obviously that video holds very high significance to her because there's no day. Now she's copyrighted.
Oh yeah, she struck Kyle, or I mean she struck Steve for that video.
So, but I'm gonna make sure she doesn't strike the other one. Believe me, it'll be back up tomorrow. It'll be all glistening and happy. But like I said, there's gonna be a new Katie on the block. You know, she might have a little bit of a hairy face, but I guarantee you, as long as her video, I'm telling you, for every video she puts up, the new Katie's going to come over and say hi and peace signs and all kinds of shit. So, and I dare to try and copyright them. You know, it's just, I don't want to see anybody get abused. And there's too many people actually abusing the system on YouTube. Like I said, I'm not making any money off this. I really don't. You know, what money I do, I take 10%, and I even donate 10% of my earnings. I have no problem with it. You know, that stuff goes to a charity of whatever I might do. So, and we all know how long it takes YouTube to pay anybody. So that's sitting. Yeah. But you know, this I make money. It's not about money to me.
Right. Yeah. Same here. I mean, so, I'm not going to turn down the money. I'm not going to try not to make money, but I don't require this money.
Right. I can.
This has been like extra money, and I've been spending it on my kids and shit for the most part.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think Katie doesn't understand that is Katie's livelihood. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of things on Katie's about to come out, and I understand that I've given her a chance. I said, look, just tell the damn truth. I'll take all the videos down. You ever show me one bit of proof, every Katie video will go down. I don't have any problem with it. I would do it out of sheer respect. It's just she's been caught up in too many lies. Yeah.
She really has been.
Some people are like, you know, what about Uni? I don't care about Uni. Uni, I said what I needed to say about Uni the other week, and we haven't talked about it since. It's not on my radar. But Katie and her cupcake eating damn husband.
Yeah, you know,
have a problem.
And like I know I still catch a lot of flack for this, and I'm sure you've caught your own flack for it too, and everything when it came to like her whole essay report and everything. And this is the thing, I don't think anyone really realizes the lies she told on the officer in the public way that she did this, the harm that was potentially causing to her community, how that was going to cause harm to further future victims. And I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, think about any time in history or whatever, in recent history, when departments were outed for shady shit like that, the potential harm that they've caused. I mean, it was known, it was easily traceable, you know?
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
just that drives me nuts.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. They're talking about the Black 90. Yes, I'll do the Black 90. I'll do the damn Black 90. It'll be ugly, but we'll do it. I'm going to make it bad, I swear. But yeah, she
causes a lot of harm. She does. And even if it's just to the way she mocks someone with mental illness, like she did a couple of years ago or whatever, whether it's something like seen as kind of smaller like that, or it's in a bigger way, like the lies she told, she causes harm, which is fine. She has every right to cause harm, but it's the way she then tries to hide it all and act like it rewrite history. And it's like, no, no, you don't get to mess with our memories like that.
She's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
Right.
And, you know, you reap what you sow. I live by a very different code of years past, which a lot of these young people don't. And Katie's in her 40s like a lot of us. She's just a bitch. That's really what it is. That's why she gets called it all the time. You know, we sit here and you made a very good point about how she outed these cops and everything. A lot of people ask me why I didn't show the whole report, because it gets really crazy. You know how she sits there and she talks about they threw her in an interrogation room and all this. Well, that's their protocol. They don't have a special room that's got doilies and shit and make you feel great when you come in here. They need to know the facts. And her stories didn't make any sense. You know, like the more that came out, it was actually days after said assault that she made these reports and that the beer bottles were supposedly sitting there for 3 days. This is a lot of crazy crap.
So yeah, for me, it was more the shit she said 13 years later.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, when it comes, I mean, this was 2007. I wasn't there. No one was there. I'm not even going to comment. But 2018, 2019, especially 2020, when she did the 3 streams that I watched, you know, that's what mattered. I mean, that's huge. Like, why? I mean, and especially that officer's still there. So, I mean,
and she was cocky about it.
Yeah.
She made his name very public. She did that. And, you know, she really does think she's untouchable. And that's the whole
she does.
thing.
Yeah.
You know, like she's been through quite a few lawsuits. And her Toddy lawsuit, we're going to see what happens on that, because there's been a lot of, let's just put it this way. Supposedly she said stuff that wasn't real, so it's going to kind of reverse. So we might see another Toddy come back. I don't know where that stands. I know Todd Chrisley is coming after her ass.
I think,
I can guarantee you this. She's got 24 hours. She don't take down this strike on me, I'll be coming to Minnesota. I guarantee it. And I will live stream the whole damn thing.
You should clarify, though, what you mean by that, because she will take that clip.
That's fine. I will be coming to Minnesota to sue her ass. Okay. I will see her in a court of law. And I know, just like Todd Chrisley, I'm going to make sure she's served the right way. I'm going to make sure that we file up there. She's not getting out of this one. And it'll be very significant when I sue her for, because, you know, there are certain limitations to what you can sue for. So I'll have to get through Minnesota and all that and see what they do. But I don't give a shit. And here's what I'm going to laugh about, and I'll make this very public. Whatever I win out of that suit, I'll donate every damn bit of it. And I mean it. I mean, so like I said, money is not a comparison on this thing. So this is not about money. Right. This is just about doing the right thing. You know, it's, you know, she uses so many things like, you know, this is fair use and this and that. I'm surprised the Duggars haven't sued her. I mean,
I think they kind of had their hands full with other shit at the moment, but you're right. I mean,
it's like yesterday, she was talking about one of the kids again. That's what's always irked me about Katie, is she talks about those kids all the time. I don't care if they're over 18, fine. They're in the adult world. Congrats. They're kind of open season.
But yeah,
she was just evil little fucker, man. I mean, I don't get it. It's like, I know that your life sucks and that Todd doesn't take care of you and that, you know, your makeup's all screwed up and you got unicorn horns coming out of your head. I get it. But her life has been built on TLC. And her life is coming to a halt. TLC is going away from all this stuff. And she doesn't have much to go on. That's why she's on that one. You know who's the Texas case and everything with the little girl, with Michael and all that. She just can't leave that alone. But she won't talk about any other missing girl case. Why? Because she's profiting from it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think with the Sophie Long thing, though, too, I think it's also like she has a personal axe to
She
grind.
does. Yeah. She does. She has a personal axe to grind. She's really close with the stepmom and the bio mom.
She is now, yeah.
She's the mouthpiece. That's exactly what she is. And what she doesn't understand is her being that mouthpiece. Michael can use that in court. And her stupidity is she put it on YouTube. She's put it on Twitter. So he may be wrong. And like I've said, he is wrong. Right now, he needs to do the right thing.
Right.
Just go through the system. It sucks. I've been there. I've had to deal with it myself. But, you know, and I get it. He's a dad trying to defend his daughter. But right now, he's doing the wrong thing. And I'll publicly say it. I'm not going to defend him.
I agree. I agree with you. Yeah.
He should turn himself in and take care of it. But Katie's only profited off of it. You look at every video she's ever done, she's monetized it. What really was horrible is I remember when this came out a couple of weeks ago, she was talking about, she did a donation thing for the mother's law attorney. She was asking people to donate to this woman's law attorney.
That was,
why would you do that? That's actually against the law.
That was like back in October, I think. It was just this past year. Because
that was like 3 weeks ago. I was in the truck.
She did it again. Okay. Well, she had originally done it.
You're right.
It was back, at the end of towards the end of last year.
People to donate to this woman's legal fees. What the hell? Why is she? If she's so strong-hearted about having all this, you know, why is she doing it? Well, you know, she's got people out there. She's already got a a company that's handling all of her comments and everything. I forget what they call that. But yeah, I mean, Katie's just in it. Like she's in with Amy Duggar. We know she's Amy's Duggar's source. We know these things. It doesn't take a rocket scientist.
Right.
And that's why I think she's really worried about Twitter, because she just doesn't shut up on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
We can deal with her on YouTube. Let's be honest. We can deal with her on YouTube. That's pretty easy. But because there's like 6 Katies in her head. I've said it multiple times. I think the chick is bipolar. I think she has multiple personalities, because you get Katie over here on YouTube, then you got Katie on Twitter, you got Katie on Instagram, and who the hell knows what she's like when she goes to Kroger or something. We don't know. But she just leaves a trail of evidence. And I get it. She's got her white knights. They want to sit there. They want to defend her because she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I completely agree. Sometimes you have to defend a woman. That's what we should do. But you should not defend a liar. Because guess what? Once a liar, pretty much always a liar. Mm-hmm. And I can look at Uni. Uni, you got caught up in a lot of lies.
Yeah, yes.
But let's remember, Uni, big lies. Big damn lies. And I do listen to all the videos because, hey, it's fun. You know, when you drive a truck, you got 14 hours a day. Mm-hmm. Half these videos last 30 minutes. So I get to catch up on so much.
Right.
Now, like I said, I do not associate myself with the reality and all that. I just speak. I just say what I feel like. And Katie's going to find out now. I mean, really, it's hilarious that she says she wouldn't say my name the other day in that video.
Yeah.
And I was really mad about it, because I was like, you know what, that's bullshit. She says everybody else's name, but I'm not going to talk to him because he's only got like 1,000 subscribers. And I was like, wrong. I have like 1,900.
What? Is that what she said?
Yeah, she was
wow.
like, he's a very small channel and he's very insignificant. He's got like 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, bitch, do your numbers right. I'm like 1950. Get it? I mean, I took an insult to that. She's like, I will not say his name. And why she didn't want to say my name is because guess what? She's intimidated by me. She's been intimidated by me for weeks. It hasn't changed. You know, because literally this is the first strike she had against me. So what the hell's up with all the other stuff? I mean, I've called her out. I've called her all kinds of things. So what's so important about this video that it hurt her? And that's the thing.
It had to do with Steve. Yeah,
that's
what
it was.
Steve.
I've had Steve on the live stream. We talked about things. You know,
and it hurts her narrative right now. She's trying to push this narrative that Steve is behind everything. And I mean, I know he's not. You know, it's just anything that hurts that narrative.
I look at it like this. I think probably in my world, I think people say stupid shit, and that happens. I believe probably Steve probably got upset sometimes and probably did say some stupid things. I don't think he went as far as she's saying. I really don't. But I think probably out of anger or something, there might have been something said, but I still haven't seen the proof. Okay. I just haven't. So my own opinion is my opinion. I think that anger can get the best of any of us.
Oh, yeah.
But she has a real axe to grind against him. And what that video shows is she's apologizing to a man that she says did those things to her after the fact.
Yeah. And then when you listen to like the Kay Baxter stream, everything that she says about Steve there, how he threatened her in an email and everything like that. Well, this apology kind of goes against all of that, doesn't it? I mean,
right. And that's the thing, because I really wanted to know when this video was done. So a lot of people had to go back and really look, and they're like, well, this was after they were done doing those videos. Because in her own words, she said that those apology was after they had done those videos. And she even said that the allegations against Steve happened when they were doing those videos. Mm-hmm. So that's where I had, okay, well, that's a big damn contradiction, woman. I mean, you know, it's one thing if you would have said we were still conversating after we did videos and all that. Then I could, okay, maybe she got some merit. Maybe.
Right.
But now you're apologizing to somebody for something that happened in the past, and she got into money. So, I mean, her story, because me and Steve had a good 35-minute conversation before we went live. Mm-hmm. So when I seen this video, I started laughing. I was like, holy crap. Because Steve showed me some stuff. Yeah. And I kept my word to Steve, but the damn shit lined up. And that's why I did it. That's why I put it up. I didn't talk over it, nothing. It was there. Because it makes sense. Because if you look at her timeline, she starts talking about money, this, that. And I'm like, so it had to be after the situation. But like she said, all those supposed harassments and all that happened only while they were doing those streams. So why would you apologize? And that's her story, and she's going to stick to it. But I mean,
yeah, exactly. And I also too, you mentioned the Long family. A while back, I did a video because I came across some shit. Now it could be just nothing, it could be coincidental, but I'm not one who's big on coincidences. Right. So, but I came across some things that led me to believe that possibly she is taking the stance or the side, the viewpoint, whatever you want to call it, on some of these issues because she's paid to do so. And I wonder if the Long case, whatever, was one of those examples. I'm going to put a link in the description here, or I mean, not in the description. I will put one in the description, but I just put one there in chat too. And it's the video that I did. And because I came across some news articles that came out at the same time, and nobody else in this entire community shared these news articles but Katie. And this news site or whatever, it was more or less like a mouthpiece for a public relations company.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You're on the path of it. You are. A lot of people have come to me, and like when I got into this, a lot of people came to me, and I really do. I keep them out of the limelight. I don't talk about them. I just say, hey, I got people telling me. But she is the mouthpiece for a lot of people. And they do that because the sad thing is really Katie is this small on YouTube. I mean, she pays for her subscribers. Let's get honest. Because I've made that very clear. She'll have a live stream going on. She's got 176,000 subscribers. Every week she goes up 1,000 damn subscribers.
It does.
Every Monday she goes up 1,000. So now she's at 176,000.
Well, no. If you're looking at Social Blade, they don't add they don't add the increased numbers by like hundreds or by. It's not like they only when you reach a certain point they only add it per 1,000.
Right. So, but basically she's hitting 1,000 every week because she's going up. But what really sucks is if you look at subscriber numbers, because math is really fun in truck driving. The math is this: for somebody that supposedly has 176,000 subscribers, her live streams, she's lucky if she's popping 600-700 at a time. Yeah, and then even afterwards, her videos are taking time to increase. If you have that big of a hold, your videos are going to be up chart. She wouldn't just be at 100; she'd be up there by now, and she really does. We know she pays for stuff, and I
suspect it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about how it's done. I don't know about that. I suspect the reasons why you said because the numbers they're not adding up.
They're not adding up. And the bad thing is Todd's out of work. So somewhere money's got to come out. And I think that she is getting afraid with this Todd Chrisley thing. Do I think she's scared of me? No, I really don't. I think that she thinks I'm just some dumb trucker that won't. Well, I proved to her tonight, and I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. So she's got my address now, and we're good. And if she wants to give it out, go ahead. That's fine, because the only fucker that would have it is her now, so I can get her ass to talk to me. But, I mean, ultimately, we're in a situation with Katie where she's profiting off people's troubles, people's heartaches, supposed essays, all these other things, and she thinks it's okay. But she has to conform, too, because let's remember, Duggars are gone, TLC's changing their whole system, and that's been her livelihood. I mean, the woman cannot change. We talked about that last night in my live stream. She's not somebody who can adapt well. She's stuck. Well,
she showed almost. I almost feel like we were kind of tricked in a sense. Like it was back in December. She did a video. I don't know if you've seen it, but she is it was after she was on Unirock's panel, and someone came on and kind of tried to help break things down and explain to her why people think what they think about her. And she fought back and she argued. Then like 2 days later, she came out with like this apology video. But the apology video is anything but. And it's almost like she was mad that people expected her to apologize for these things, for being slighted or for feeling wrong. And she you got the impression in the first few minutes that, wow, maybe she's actually going to do it. And then bam, just like that, you're like, nope, guess not. Fuck that.
It's like somebody
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Like somebody in your chat asked me during Katie's big live stream, she and all them said that they were going to strike me. Nobody struck me. Today is the first time anything's been happening. Now, believe me, Katie has went to YouTube. She has talked about my videos saying, oh my God, he's harassing me. And I'm still standing. Okay. So when I say I have talked to YouTube, I have. Her reports, she has legitimately. I couldn't tell you how many times she says she's reported me. Well, guess what? I'm not breaking any terms of service. I'm just not. There's a certain line you got to cross, and I haven't crossed it. And she's frustrated. But at the same time, I knew that she was going to strike this video. I was already told that yesterday by another person, which they commented in my town. Well, I told you she was going to do it. Damn right you did. And I wanted her to do it. I gave her the perfect bait. See, that's what I'm good at. I like hunting. I do. As you can see, I love camel and stuff. I love hunting. And sometimes you just got to put the bait out there.
Yeah.
And shit'll come in. Well, she screwed up now. She really has on this because, like I said, I'm going to use my fair rights. I'm going to sit there and say, hey, I used it as a teaching tool to show that she lied. And how is she going to defend it? Because I don't believe she has the original video anymore. And I will take this as far as it needs to go. Certain people have said that too. You know, like Local, he's like, oh, I'll get you over here in England. Come on, dude. England's got enough problems. You really think they're coming for me?
He's got enough problems.
Well, that's the other thing. Like Local said he was going to copyright strike me the other day and claim and all that. It was quite simple for me. I did it in under 30 minutes just now. I mean, literally, I did everything in under 30 minutes. So I'm still waiting for that. That's never going to come because we just know it's not. Some people do this all day. That's what they're good at. They talk.
Yeah.
But when you have somebody like me who's like, go ahead. What are you going to do? Believe me, because I'm wasting your money, not my money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like this. Going up to Minnesota, I'm going to use it as a business expense. I get to take a load up there and sit. I mean, literally, that's how I'll do this. So I'm not paying anything. But yeah, I mean, Katie fell for it, and I'm laughing about it right now because if you look at anything, I did a rebuttal quick video thing here. I told her she got 24 hours. So I'm giving her a chance, you know, or I'm going to get an early Christmas present because this won't take forever. This is not a Todd Chrisley thing. Okay. This is not something that's going to take it. But I mean, obviously, you know, it's really weird on the copyright. It really is. But she's going to have to show that was a copyrighted piece of work too. So that's very hard because
it's going to be hard. Yeah.
It's going to be hard for me. I can at least say, well, Your Honor, the screen was different. It's not how she recorded it originally. It's not from her channel. Mm-hmm. I edited it. It legally was edited in a, we can say small way. Yes, but it's not the original work. Like it or not, it's not the original.
Yeah, the original, it doesn't do her any justice either.
No,
I mean,
no.
It really doesn't.
Yeah, and I mean, the audio's distorted a little bit. I made sure there were certain things that were done to do it, but she was stupid enough to bite because she does not want that video out there. And like I said, I don't know Steve that well. Me and him's had that one night of conversation. He seemed like a decent guy to me, and that was it. That was the first conversation with you and me. And it's fine. I know I'll get shit for this one too, so I'm waiting for that.
So
one. That shit show will come, and I'll just be like, oh crap, you know. And it'll probably come from Uni.
It's Uni. Who cares? Well, I think also too with the division over on Charlotte's channel, like there's a big new divide coming in the community, and I think that's going to. I feel like everyone's going to be taking sides here, and it's just it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Like, I don't know what's going on with Charlotte. I don't.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what's going on with T. I hear things, but I'm like, look, dude, I'm not in that world. I'm dealing with Katie and Uni and Local over there. I've got my damn hands full. You know, but I understand there's going to be people who side and do this and do that. It's not my fault that my demographic's women. I didn't plan that crap. I mean, it just kind of happened.
I came from the world of fighting anti-vaxxers, and now I'm here on YouTube talking about drama.
Right, and it's
how did this happen?
And see, the thing about it is people don't know why me and Katie have the problem we have. And I finally did tell people. I was trying to keep it quiet. I didn't want to sit there and bring out some kind of stupid drama.
Right.
But it was all over Josh Duggar. That's exactly where it came from because one night I was just driving. I'm like, I'm going to talk about this asshole. I just don't like it. And I did it, and the damn thing blew off. And Katie was one of the people that messaged me and was like, hey, you know, you're doing really good, you know, but you should watch yourself. And you know, if you know, you need any help. Because I never knew about Katie. I did not know a damn thing about Katie at all. Why the hell would I? I'm a truck driver. It's Katie. She's nobody. But she was like, oh, if you ever want to chat, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, cool, whatever. And then I started figuring out who the fuck she was. And I was like, oh, no, my wife will kill me. My wife will shoot me right where I stand. And then I told her, I said, appreciate the offer, no. And then she made a comment to me, well, you're just a small ass truck driver. I can make you like that. So leave the Josh. Wow. I was pretty much told, leave Duggars alone. And,
wow.
I was like, okay, bitch, if that's how you want it to be. And that was the beginning of the Road Hog and Katie story.
That's great. Oh my God.
So,
thank you so much, Kim and Darkness, for the super sticker. Sorry.
So, you're fine. But that's where that came from. And, I didn't want it to be like that because I was like, dude, there's enough Duggar to go around.
Yeah. She even says like, oh my God, she even talks about how it's like a never ending, like well of stories because there's so many of them.
But it gets old. Like if you look at my channel, I don't do the Duggars all the time. Like, if Josh does something stupid, I'll talk about it because he's a nasty pervert. And I hope he gets life in prison if you ask me.
Right.
It's just my own opinion. But every day with her, it's something. It's like yesterday, I couldn't believe she attacked the kid again. I'm like, this was a 14-year-old girl's birthday, and you're talking about a damn cake. You got the time to talk about a girl's cake, but you couldn't talk about the other missing girl in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of irritates me about her. As long as it lines her pocket and conforms to what she wants and needs, she's all about it. But screw everybody else, and that's the problem. She's stuck in her ways. She'll never change. She never has. Yeah,
she's not. I mean, I think she's just gone through this very entitled life for as long as she's gone through, and it's everything that people have had issues with. She seems to have fared all the much more better for it. So it's like this kind of behavior has been reinforced, I would even say, in her all throughout her life. So why would she think anything different now?
Well, and
that's my take on it.
She gets really mad when people talk about Todd and all that. Well, you brought him in. See, there's a difference in the world. She put Todd in front of that camera.
Yep.
Me, you will never see my wife in the camera yet. It's I keep that shit out of there because they're not people.
Yeah, same here.
They're not public figures. So when certain people brought my wife up in a video, that was nothing but locale. He brought my wife up. She's not a public figure. You don't get to talk about her. Whatever. I don't care if you hear her in the background or not. You don't get to talk about her. She's not a public figure. Me all day. Don't care. Got a big, thick skin. I'm fine. But Katie hates it that I go after Todd. I'm sorry. Every time that Todd even goes near her, she starts flinching. I said what I thought before. I think Todd's, a couple of times, and that's why that chin's floating to the side. But it's a family of messed up. That's exactly why I look at Katie's house is a family of messed up, and they make their money off of profiting, off lies, and everybody else's scandals in the world. So
I don't think that's quite. I don't know. I don't share that opinion about Todd and Katie. I do think that they have a bumpy relationship. Well, I'll say, but I don't think that may be why. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
That's possible too. I'm not gonna lie. That has been brought to me like a few times. I'm like, I think Katie whoops his ass, and I was like, and maybe. I mean, I think there's so many lies in that house. They don't know how to keep it straight.
Who knows?
I mean, and it's like her son. I've always hoped nothing but the best for that kid. I've never called him out in a negative way.
Yeah, no.
But I think the other day, that other video I put up of, because she tells everybody he's in a wheelchair, he's not functioning. Well, the video I put up showed him pretty functioning.
Yeah, the only thing I have to say about her son is that he is adorable and he seems very intelligent, capable, and happy. That's all I have to say about him.
But you also know that she exploits it. She does. And that was another thing that me and Katie didn't see eye to eye on. I don't see why you need to be doing all that crap on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It's sick. YouTube, like I think a lot of us in YouTube, there's different parts of us. This is not who we really are all the time. There's little bit of changes of who we are as people. But you really see who Katie is. That is Katie. That there is no difference with that woman.
Right.
That's
right. And, no doubt.
It's sad because a lot of her followers believe her tooth and nail. They're just like, Katie's it. She's telling the truth. How do you know?
See, that's the thing, though. I mean, like, I made a comment not too long ago how, like, when I'm on video or whatever, I put my best face forward. I mean, I'm not lying about who I am or whatever, but yeah, it's my best face forward. but when you're on video as much as Katie has been, like in a 24-hour cycle on average, like she's on a lot. Either it's through video or live stream. She doesn't live stream as much as she used to. Like she used to do it every single night, sometimes twice a day. But when you're on that often, then your real face, is going to come forward more and more. And that's what has happened with her, I think. So
I mean, she's so on everything in the internet. Her life revolves around the internet. Like I said, how the hell is she doing anything else in her life? Does she even leave the house? I've wondered that, because you got to think about it. She's popping out tweets every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
She's got videos going this, and she does edit her videos, so I'll give her that. So you're talking that she puts up 4 videos in a day. You talk editing, all that. What the hell?
She does her own editing, doesn't she? I mean, Jesus.
She does her own editing. So that's why she wears her Depends, which is funny. I keep hearing about that. So we're going to confirm that she wears Depends. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do, I guess, to make that money. So, even me.
Yeah, I'm kind of wishing I wore some now.
I'm a truck driver. I couldn't do it. I mean, hell no. But it's just, it's sad. It's crazy that, you're always going to have your critics. You're always going to have your people that don't like what you do, and they attack. And if you even talk to somebody like me, I'm supposed to be part of the cult now, and I had one conversation with Steve, but shit, talking to you, I'm all in the cult.
Oh, but I saw the chat wanted to make you the new leader. So, I mean, you're not just part of it.
And that's horrible, because I'm going to have to claim, taxes and everything else. That's an expense out of my pocket.
Well, no, not if we make it like a religious one. Then it's tax exempt.
I'm not going that far. I just can't. But no, and I get it. Everybody has their right to say what they say about Steve. They have the right to say about me. But then there's that line where it's like, okay, guys, you've been saying the same shit over and over and over again. Like I put it out to Uni. When Uni shows me proof, I'll stop talking to Steve. I'll denounce him out of my channel. Why did I wrench Steve up in my channel? Because I knew people fuck with him. That's exactly why I gave the man a wrench. He has never done nothing personally to me. And nobody's ever shown me proof that Steve has done what they said he did. And as far as I know, Uni keeps saying he's got all the proof in the world. And but I can't get one email. I can't get one message. And I'll be very honest. They brought it up to me. They're like, oh, well, screenshots can be altered. So could yours. So why are you saying that Steve's can be altered and yours can't?
And they're not even showing theirs. That's the thing. I mean, they know that they can be altered. They're not even showing any, though. I mean,
right.
They're showing nothing right now.
I think what it is a lot of it's white knight. And I'll be very honest. And what's funny is Katie's already turned on him again. It's like a real marriage between those two. It's more marriage than her and Todd. I mean, it's like one week they're in love, the next week they're fighting. So as the world turns, it's just as the world YouTubes. I mean, it's the same sickening dance. I mean, ultimately, I can look at it like, if you don't like somebody's stuff, just don't watch it. It's not that hard. People go to people's channels just to start shit.
Yeah.
Would there have ever been a problem with me and Katie? No. Katie opened her mouth. Katie brought me into this shit. So if Uni and them are all mad, go blame Katie. She brought me over here. I was minding my own damn business. But I mean, Kate, the one thing that we all have in common is Katie. So somebody should really look at that and go, wait a minute. You got a gamer / drama guy, that's Uni, a truck driver / what the hell I am. Yeah. That's the thing. You've got a little bit of a whole different demographic. It's like, I've heard about Uni. Uni lied like hell. He did. And he got caught up, and he's trying to build back his structure, which is fine, because at least he did say, hey, I lied, I screwed up, and he knows he did. And he's trying to build
I don't remember that.
I heard he did. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I don't know.
All right, well, fuck it, then I'll take it back.
I'm curious, though.
But from what I was from the assumption,
maybe he did. I don't know.
Yeah, from what I was told is, because he made up a lot of lies.
Wait,
and he got caught up in them. And now you have to build back. That's something that even I said it to Katie. You can gum off and say the truth, and you'll have a hard track of getting back on course. But damn it, at least you'll be there. But every one of us have Katie in common. And it's kind of weird how her bullshit has pulled everybody together. How do you get a gamer / I guess he's like into the drama T shit. You get Uni, T-Boy, and then you get Steve, who's, in his own philosophy. Then you got you with your philosophy, and then you got T, which I don't know what the hell she's doing right now because I know that her and Katie's been at it. And then you've got, I don't know how many other people that.
Yeah, people from all different walks of life, no doubt.
And now we've got people from England coming into it, which is like, all right, cool, we're doing. And then you got a truck driver. What the hell has this woman done for everybody to come at her? Because that's the thing. She's not just not doing something. There are reasons that people are talking about her. It's not that we love her. To be honest, here's my statement to her every time. I do not hate Katie. I don't. I feel sorry for her. But as long as she keeps spreading lies and doing her bullshit, I'll be here to call her out.
Yeah, and I think too, it's not even just the initial things that she does. At least it hasn't been for me. I mean, because everyone screws up once in a while, or whatever. We're all assholes sometimes. But it's the way in which she goes about things after it's been pointed out to her. Like her way of trying to apologize and with her non-apologies, the way she would deflect it, the way she would never take responsibility, the way she would then also try and rewrite history as though it never happened. That I think is what has caused a lot of people to start paying attention to
and
her.
That's the problem. The internet doesn't change.
Right.
Once this shit's out here, it's out here. That is the rule. Like Todd was the other night. Well, she's the golden goose that laid the golden egg. No, she didn't. If she laid the golden egg, she wouldn't be 176,000 subscribers. She'd be millions and millions, like Jeffree Star, James Charles, Toddy, all that. Those are people that, have busted their ass and they have earned where they're at. I may not agree with any of them, but that's them. They did it. She's still like this. Like it or not, she's like this. A lot of us are like this. But she believes in her heart that she is bigger than what she really is. Right. She believes her outreach is to everyone. And she believes that she has the right to talk shit to anyone. And she doesn't care if it's an 80-year-old, a 90-year-old, or a damn 5-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem with her is I don't have a filter, but I have a point where I don't cross. And I have to respect that. She monetizes every video on her world. Every one of them. If I do anything about Sophie or Summer, they're not monetized. I don't profit off of it, but she does. It was
last September, October, I think, when her friend's husband passed away unexpectedly in an accident. She made like 3 videos on that.
Yeah.
And I mean, wow.
Why are you bringing other people's stuff into your channel to profit off of? Now, like I said, the Duggars are open season as long as you're above 18.
Right.
That family, they put their stuff out there. But we always have to look at it like this with Katie. She doesn't care. If she cared, she wouldn't do half the shit she does. If her and Steve had, and this is legitimate, if her and Steve had all this beef like she makes it out to be, why does she always say his name? Why does she talk about tweets? Just shut up. There is nothing stopping her from shut. It's the same thing with Uni. Look at how Uni's channel goes. Uni for an hour and a half. He's talking to Steve or Katie. Then he goes gaming.
Yeah, and like people have said to me, what you with the shit that she said about you could have a case on defamation. But the thing is, really, can I prove damages? Because I almost wonder if maybe she's helped. I mean, I think if she's caused any harm, I think she's helped as much as she's harmed. As far as
putting our names out there, like her just doing that one stupid thing tonight, finally saying my name. Okay, I mean, everybody said that. I will grow as a channel. And if I grow as a channel, thank you, Katie. There, I'll say it. I'll do it right now. At least I'm not. Thank you. You're going to get people out there going, wait a minute, this guy, maybe, he's different, but he's not just talking shit out of his ass. Because at the end of the day, what does Katie have that I want? I don't want her subscribers.
Exactly. Same here. I've said that I don't know how many times.
I have no need of her subscribers. Now, some of her people that were her people have come over. And they're like, you know what? You make sense, dude. And they're over here now, and they're very defensive. But like, I love the people who subscribe to me because we talk shit. We don't take life too serious over there.
Right.
We have a good time for 3 hours a night. We laugh. We make fun of people. And everybody's an open target. If you put yourself out there, I'm willing to do it. That's like Uni. Put yourself out there. You got shit talk. I don't talk shit about Steve because really Steve's not done anything to me. All I can say is the man came at me. We talked. I said, all right, man, let's do an interview. I said, I'm going to give you a platform to do this because somebody, I'll address this really quick. Somebody, I think, in your chat the other day said, I have the screenshot proof that Road Hog was given questions to read to Steve. No, I wasn't. I literally was able to ask Steve whatever I wanted.
Wow. Yeah.
His name was Road something. He's trying to be on my plateau too. He's another shit talker. But Steve never said what I could or could not ask. What I did tell Steve was, if I ask you a question and you don't want to go there, just say it. That's it. Now, Steve did answer every damn thing I asked. We didn't go a whole lot in depth. I mean, it's been beat to death, to be honest. It's kind of a subject that's like, good God, how many more can you beat it? But I wanted to hear it from his mouth. Just because, hell, I'm in it now. I want to hear it. And he showed me what he showed me, and I've kept the respect between me and him. I haven't brought that stuff out. I won't bring it out. But when you show me some proof, at least you hold some merit. So Steve's holding merit. Now, if Unirock, because I will always use Uni because Uni says he has it all. He says he has more proof than anybody of Steve's guilt. Well, when Uni shows me the guilt, then I will confront Steve with it because I told Steve, I'll bring you back when I get it. That was 3 weeks ago. We still haven't got it. So, I mean, yeah, I kind of got sucked into the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it, though. My wife's loving it. I have no damn idea why. Usually it was just me over here. Now she's sitting across from me and the women love her. And now I'm like, I mean, it's weird because I have all these women. So I'm going like, what the hell am I doing? I mean, I would think, in my world that guys would be more wanting to hear me talk about other things. Ooh, I'm sitting over here, got women just going, yeah, do this.
See, that's the thing that kills me. Guys gossip way more than women do. I tend to bar for over 20 years, and the shit talking that comes out of guys' mouths when when that person's not around, compared to women. I mean, I'm not saying one gender is worse than the other, but it's debatable. It's definitely debatable.
I will say this: last month, when I really started this out, I had like 150 subscribers. I literally did. I made the Josh video, and all hell broke loose. It just. And I'm like, where the hell did that go from? And I have all these women that are like, oh, we love you. You're great to your wife, blah, blah. And then you got a lot of people that are like, do you feel wrong for letting all these women over just talk? And I'm like, no, it's all right, man. I mean, I got more women in my house at times, because, I have my wife and then I have my 3 daughters and then I have a son. So I live in a woman world.
Yeah, you do.
My 4-year-old son, he's looking at me going, Dad, we're screwed. I go,
yeah, you are.
And enjoy it. Then, obviously they don't see what I do on here or anything because Dad's a different guy.
Right.
On here, I have fun. And I tried to tell Katie that. I tried to forewarn her. Did I always know this was going to happen? Yeah. I knew what happened tonight was always going to happen. And I just was like, damn, really tonight? I wanted to go out and do some stuff. I wasn't even going to come on the computer tonight. I was going to relax. No, dumbass had a copyright strike. So now then I had to go do that. And I think, to be honest, I'm pretty much, because I've never heard of anybody going after and fighting a copyright strike against me. So I may be the first one. I don't know. But I guarantee you that I will fight her to the max. And I think that's what needs to be done. Is there are so many other creators that have so much at stake on this platform.
Yeah.
That
there are.
Wife showing me pictures of my kids. I'm like, but when you have your money invested in this and you make a lot of money, you don't even want to step one bound. You don't want to even attempt it. You just say, all right, screw it. I'm not going to even claim it.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I don't have a dog in the fight until she brought it here. Now I'm here. If I got kicked off the platform tomorrow, does it change my life? No. Not a bit. My bills are still paid. My house is taken care of. My vehicles are good. My kids are good. If Katie Joy gets kicked off this platform, which I've never said I wanted her kicked off this platform. I said, you know what? If she can do anything, clean her damn shit up and just try to be a normal person, apologize for her wrongs.
Yeah.
But if she loses her channel, it's game over. I can tell you that right now, just the mental in her head, Twitter would not be able to hold it. She would lose it because actually she's at risk of losing her channel for this false claim. And that's the biggest problem is she's at a high risk of losing it because she will have made a false claim. And here I am going to Minnesota. Like I said, she's got 24 hours. I'll give her that. That's more than she gave me. I mean, why didn't she just come? Because I guess at the end, always come talk to me. Just say my name. Just say hi. Because if she would have said, hey, it offends me, I'd have pulled it down, did a little redaction on it. I'd have made stupid fart sounds for 35 seconds and we'd all have went home. But she wanted to show her cojones. That's what this was. She wanted to say, look at me. Like she put it on Twitter. Yeah. Why would you even put that on Twitter? See, stop stealing my stuff. I didn't steal shit, bitch. I didn't steal nothing. And then she's going to say, that's what gets her in trouble. Is Twitter is the enemy. You can't just keep throwing that stuff up there.
Yeah, she does do a lot of this to herself. But on that note, I'm going to have to ask you to hold on for a second because I don't wear Depends. So I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay. He can entertain you guys for a minute.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, well. Okay, I'll answer questions. Sure. Look, I got leftover on somebody else's channel. That's good stuff. Right? God, I had to actually watch my mouth now because I don't want to get somebody else on all the crap I do. So let's see. Somebody asked a question a minute ago. Let me scroll up here. Oh, Lord. Road Hog, you jealous? Oh, yeah. Everybody loves a wife more than me. I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with it. That's fine. Yeah, the wife's a comical person. I think she replied to Katie that it was game on, so she's getting into the spirit of it. Julie, Katie Joy decided to copyright strike one of my videos, so she got it taken down, and today we are. I already filed the appeals claim on it, so. I don't think it would be a tiny dancer cult. If I had any kind of cult, it'd be a trucker cult. Yeah, and if anybody does go over to watch my videos, believe me, I cuss a lot. I called Katie a bitch about 9,000 times. It's really, really, it's not for the faint of heart. But 99% of my subscribers are female, so that tells you something. Miss Road Hog's working on merch, believe me. She's about to spend a couple $100 on 2 sweaters just for me and her to show off. I don't think KJ's twin will have really different eyebrows because that twin actually takes care of her eyebrows. Yes, when we do hit the 2,000 on my channel, Miss Road Hog will actually be able to speak. She won't be seen, but she will speak. Does pineapples belong on pizza and is a hot dog? Pineapple should never go on pizza because that shit's crazy. And the wife just got mad at me because I don't believe in that. And a hot dog is a sandwich. And I will stick to that. Oh, she had to go potty, so she left me in charge over here, which was really stupid. But hey, I'll take it while you can get it.
No,
so I'm just over here answering questions about pineapples and hot dogs and cults.
You really just.
I'm serious. I mean, on certain circumstances, I guess you could put pineapple on pizza. I don't know what her basis was when the strike was made. It doesn't exactly tell you why. It just says that somebody, said that you used their copyright and stuff. There's a tiny dancer cult. Shit.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, pineapple could be different. Minnesota Hot Pocket. I guess I'm going to have to now. Screw it. I got the phone right here. Let's see what this is. No, I never do ketchup. It's relish always. Why was she upset about the Josh?
Oh my
Duggar
God.
video?
No, don't. You don't want to look up Minnesota Hot Pocket. You don't.
I'm doing it. I don't care. Like, you know what? If you go look at my video, I've seen 2 fat truck drivers doing it. I can see anything. It doesn't scare me. This might scare me. I mean,
It may not scare you, but it will scar you.
I can't be
And
that.
this was
mean.
mentioned
It's
in the
probably
video.
something funny as hell that I might try later. I don't know. I'll regret saying that one.
Yeah, you will.
That's all right.
Yeah, you will.
I didn't know there was a tiny dancer cult either. I'm very interested in that.
Well, yeah.
Oh God, this is gonna be bad. I can tell
Sorry
right
for the
now.
noise.
I'm
Sorry.
looking it up.
Oh, you're fine. You should hear my streams. I'm eating and drinking and just. Oh, what the hell is this?
Oh, check my messages. Okay. Oh,
If you look at a Minnesota hot pocket, you's a nasty mother. I swear. Did you see it? Oh, the wife just Googled it. That's a good one. Yeah, that's.
Minnesota is the worst. Like every state has their own hot pocket, but Minnesota so far, from what you've seen, that's
You
the
know
worst.
what? I think Katie does this. After reading it, hey, did you know that she's on Urban Dictionary?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
a fit. That I am so proud of that.
Yep.
But and now my channel, we call everything stupid being a Katie. Don't pull a Katie. Don't do this, Katie. You know, there are certain things you just don't do, and every damn thing's a Katie.
I'm fucking raking here in the comments. She sent me something to tell you. I already kind of I mentioned it to you to begin with, but she puts it in much better words than I can.
Okay.
She says, FYI, she may want Road Hog's personal info, which is why she submitted a copyright claim. And and she says, I know a DCMA attorney who will do it for like $75. She's using an older trick to get personal info. So
I want her to have my info. I have nothing to hide. See, that's another thing that makes me much different than a lot of creators. What are you going to do with my personal info? You going to send some pieces to my house? Go ahead. We'll probably eat them.
but I mean, yeah, that's
I'm not scared of it. And Katie's info is already out there.
yeah. It is.
I don't care. What this is I'm calling her bluff. I'm calling her out like I have a million times. Like I said, I already knew the video was going to be struck. I didn't know when she would do it. I thought it'd be a couple of days because she says she never looks at my channel. So once again, we've proven again, Katie looks at my channel.
Yeah. She looks at it. Yeah, she says she doesn't, but she does. Come on.
She says that I don't look at other people's channels. I don't do this. Well, you lied. You said you wouldn't say my name the other day. You wrote my name, so that's technically saying my name. But where it comes down to is no. She thinks that, oh well, I'm powerful, Katie, and nobody else. I'm not losing anything. My information out there, it doesn't matter. If we really want to find somebody, you don't have to dox anybody. There's so many ways to find out who people are. Google has this wonderful image thing too. You use that on all kinds of stuff. I don't care if Katie has my personal info. What's she going to use with it? Is she going to dox me with it? Because then what she will do is literally go ahead and let my info get out because Katie would be the only one with it. Every one of her subscribers then has to make a choice. Are they going to stick with her or they're going to abandon her because she just went off and said, I never do that. I wouldn't do it, but then she would have done it. It's like the copyright strike. Oh, I'm not going to copy. Anybody's free to talk about me. I don't care if people, I think she's even used the comment before. I don't care if people use my videos. Well, you just proved it wrong. You went on, but here's my thing. She went after a small, insignificant channel. That's the big point. She went after a small, insignificant channel. I had to be more than significant because if it bothered you that damn much to copyright strike me, then I hit a nerve. So the guy under 2,000 subscribers pissed off the big bad Kate. And what it was is it proves that she lied. That video, no matter how we look at it, I don't care how she tries to switch it up or change it. She apologized to Steve after said facts. She says, oh, well, he did this to me and that. So you're apologizing to a man after you said he did all these things to you. You still go up and apologize to him. That right there makes no sense. She's the type. That's why I don't like her so much either, is she's a dangerous person because that kind of stuff, affects people going and telling them about actual assaults and things like that. Because guess what? You cry wolf too many times, people don't believe you. And it's sad, but she's one of the reasons why the Me Too movement, it ran for a while, it did really well, and then it got abused. It got abused, and now look at it.
I won't say, I don't want to say it didn't get abused, but then I look at someone like Katie, where,
Mm-hmm.
and anything's going to get abused anything, especially if it's of
Mhm.
importance or it provides importance, it will get abused. That should be expected, but
Oh, yeah.
and it should be called out when it happens, no doubt. And I don't think it is called out as often as it should be.
No.
But just the fact something can be abused or has been abused, I don't think should discredit the movement and it's entirety.
No, I
Those
think the
cases should be
movement
discredited,
right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movement should never be discredited. But you can't just, because I was listening to a radio program tonight where they're like, you have to believe every woman every time she says it. No.
Initially, yes.
Initially, you have to
yes.
take it and go with it and say, okay, well, this is your claim, so we're going to investigate it.
Mhm.
I think everybody has that right in the world. I don't care if you're a man, woman, child, whatever. If you make a claim on anything, you should at least have the right to be, looked at, scrutinized, and find out if you're telling the truth.
Right.
The problem with Katie is we're talking about something that happened well over almost 15 years ago, pretty close to it, I think, 14, something like that. And the way she went about it, she didn't tell the truth off the first part. She made a lot of mistakes saying, well, this is what happened, this is what happened. But then when the report came out, which is public record, that's the one thing nobody understood, is that's a public record document. That document is fully out there.
Yeah, I know.
And her story didn't match up with that story. And then she scrutinized the whole department. She scrutinized the state of Minnesota. She called this detective out by name. She then even went on Twitter and blasted them saying, I'm still waiting on the phone call.
Yeah, it's been thousands, whatever.
And all
uh-huh.
my niece, she is a survivor of being, assaulted. She has never had that kind of cockiness or audacity to say something like that.
Yeah, there are things with her story and everything that I'm curious about, but not enough to go into trying to find out or whatever.
Right.
Not that you ever really would find the truth anyways. No. But some things though that I've seen, like her memory isn't, she has misremembered things, but I don't think that's all that uncommon either. I don't hold that against her.
No.
There are things that I'm going to keep them to myself though, that I do question, but it's one of those things. I'm going to take her word for it, and listen until otherwise. I'm going to take a word for it. But right. I do see why other people don't want to. I'm not criticizing them.
Oh,
I get it. it. I understand both sides here.
Right. Because
I know where I'm comfortable landing, but I get it.
And it's kind of because as me being a man, I defend men too. I believe that, sometimes men get kicked really hard.
Yeah.
And when I saw what she did to this guy, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take her side for a moment, which I did. Just, like we said, I'll let her roll with this thing. But her stories and the comments and everything else, it just kind of went like this. And I was like, out of all my years of knowing, and I have a lot of female friends that have been put in that position. I have never seen anybody just talk about it the way she does. I've never had anybody try to profit off of it the way she does. It just didn't make sense. If it was this important to you, you don't make Twitters and all this stuff making comedicalness of it. That's scars. That hangs with you for a lifetime. That's not something that you wash off in the shower. That's mental. And Katie has her way about it. And like I said, anybody has the right to believe her. I haven't told anybody not to believe her. I just, when we talk like that stuff over on the channel, I go, well, let's watch what Katie says. Because that's the only way I can do it. Me sitting here saying, well, I know this 100% is not going to work. But if I use her own words, that's what she said. It's not me, never. So.
Right. Yeah. That's why I like when my whole wrap up of this, my involvement in this issue or whatever, was the last video I put up. And that video is nothing but comments made by Katie from her 3 streams that she did last September. And I clipped out only the comments that she made against the police department and the police officer.
And that was
that's it. That's, what? Yeah. Those are her words.
Right. It's her stuff. And that's
Mhm.
the thing. Then she'll turn around and go, I didn't say that. Katie, who the hell said it then? I mean, because
Or it was taken out of concept or something. You know,
everything's
it's
taken
not.
out of context or
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
or I
Context,
would
yeah.
why don't she just admit she was drunk as hell on her stream and she doesn't remember? I mean, that would be the most
Yeah.
simple way to put it is look, you got a screwed up life like the rest of us. None of us are perfect.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Steve's not perfect. I'm not perfect. Unirock's not perfect. I don't care. But stop sitting here. I guess the best way to put it is she literally thinks her shit doesn't stink. She thinks she's better than everybody on this platform. She
Mhm.
believes that it's this way or that way. There
Yeah.
is no middle ground with Kate.
Yeah.
Either you are with her or you are against her.
Yeah, this is the thing. It was after the Capitol insurrection and everything. She
Mhm.
was tweeting about them and going against Republicans. I mean, all Republicans, not just the far right ones, but all Republicans. And she took that stance where if you support Trump, if you support any of this, just unsubscribe from me now. You're not welcome here, sort of thing. And then she starts trying to walk it back a little, but she won't acknowledge that she fucked up to begin with by taking that stance. I mean, yeah,
Right.
absolutely, be against the insurrection and those involved in it, yes, but don't lump everyone together
yeah.
and go to the extreme. You know, I mean,
And that's an automatic. I mean, that's like me. Why I get to talk about the stuff I do. Like I've told everybody, I'm neither Democrat nor Republican. I don't vote.
Yeah,
So I get the choice to say I don't like any of them because I haven't picked a side. I pick my side because I don't believe, I have my stance on the government. I think they're all idiots and they're only looking out for what they want to do. These are my opinions. Once again, this is just what the hell I think. I've been all across the United States. I was very lucky. I'm a truck driver. I get to see a whole different demographic of what a lot of people don't get to see. And Minnesota is a shithole at times, and I'll agree. But you know what? There's some really nice people in Minnesota too. Not everybody's a douchebag like Katie. Not everybody's an asshole like Unirock. Not everybody's a real deep asshole like me. But you have to have your differences.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
And sitting here going off and saying, we need our Unirocks. We need our Steves. We need our Road Hogs. We need our EKCs. You have to have this big environment because guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Not one of us can control the whole thing. Because then you do have that communist powerhouse. That's what would happen in YouTube. If you think about it, if you had one person to control the whole atmosphere of how we talk or this, then what the hell? That's what we're supposed to be able to do. We're supposed to be able to talk and have conversations. I don't agree with anybody calling anybody a cult. I don't. I said the other day, though, I think I know there's a cult, but I won't talk about it a whole much. But the thing is this, to be a cult, I thought you had to have a certain amount of members too. Maybe the Legion of Doom a little bit, because that's how they're trying to play this thing off, is there's always this imaginary cult. It's like, dude, show me a cult. You show me a cult and I'll call them out. Because that's what I built my platform on. Mm-hmm. Is that I will call you out for your bullshit. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't care if you're black, white,
same here.
Hispanic, anything. I'll call you out. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's like Todd. He's trying to become Native American now. This white man is trying to become Native American. I saw the stream. I pissed myself a little bit. I really did. Katie and him are saying that he's got Native American in him, but his record's burnt up in a fire mysteriously. I'm not shitting. This is real. And
I think he's going to have a hard time with that, though. I think he'll have a hard time with it. So at least there's some solace in that.
I see a whole lot of asshole in him too, but I don't see any Native American in him. I just, maybe he had a drunk night one night, and maybe him, and possibly that's how he got some Native American in him. But I mean, and see, that's what I am. That's why people come to my channel because they're like, "Holy crap, this guy just doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care." And Katie has to be a certain way. That's something I try to tell out to people. Katie has to act a certain way on her channel. Mm-hmm. If Katie deters from that, like every channel, hi, welcome to the channel, she does the same shit day in and day out. It doesn't matter if it's the Duggars or the kids or this or that. She always has to stay within that route because the moment she deters from that, her channel's done. And that's the hard thing. Yeah, she did her mommy blogging on that. And I have no problem with that. But cool. You was a writer, a shitty one, but you wrote. Good for you.
Yeah, I've even I've commented on her writing, like what she did in the very beginning when she first started writing. She wrote a lot about what life was like from her perspective as a mother with a child with, health conditions.
And there was nothing wrong with that.
No, there
I mean,
wasn't.
she actually wrote pretty good. I give her credit. She had
I mean, I feel like I learned. I walked away from her articles knowing more than I did going in. I felt I was better for it, But then, it all changed.
It changed. Yeah. And if she loses, like she always says, well, everybody wants me off YouTube. I wouldn't say that. I think people want you held accountable for what you've done because you caused a lot of grief for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And, like I don't have any real knowledge of what Steve's doing with his end of things, what you're doing, or anybody else. I know what I'm doing, and that's what I comment on. Like, am I going to sue her ass if she doesn't do this right? Yes, I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm not going to do. I guess Todd Chrisley and they're different. I'm not some rich, powerful guy. I'm just some damn trucker from Indiana. Yes, I said it, Indiana. I'm not scared of people knowing what state I live in.
Same here.
Right. So I'm just some normal guy, but I'm not going to let a bully me. And that's the problem with Katie is people don't understand. She's a bully just as much as anybody else. Maybe even a bigger damn bully. Because
especially since she has the platform in which to be one,
Yeah, she has a platform and she abuses her platform. That's the problem. Like when she reported me for all these things to YouTube. Now let's I think supposedly it was 170 reports, maybe 200, somewhere between. Because I did talk to my manager at YouTube. What the hell's going on? Because I'm getting all these reports. And he was like, well, people say things, but we didn't find anything that was too outrageous. Of course, you're a little out there, but by God, you're not breaking any of the TOSs. And that's the thing. You have to break the TOS pretty hardcore on YouTube to be gone. I mean, we can be honest about that. But Katie was mad. She's tried to make a point of me. I think that's what this is too, is she's like, well, I will take out this little guy and then everybody will fall for him. I'm not a little guy by any means. But my channel's not what my livelihood's based on. So, I mean, if it comes down to it, which one of us actually has more to lose in this copyright fight right now? Because if she gets caught up in this and she's 100% found to be wrong on this, YouTube's going to take her down because it'll be a wrongful DMC claim. And then she's done. Because like we had Local. Local is actually in breach of another TOS because he went off and made another channel after already being banned, which is a no-no on YouTube. See, I read stuff and people don't get that. They just think I'm just smoking channel. No, I read. I enjoy reading because when you drive a truck, you have nothing but time to read.
Right. And listen to shit.
And listen to shit.
Yeah,
so, Katie has a lot to lose in this. So I hope her subscribers would talk sense into her and say, you know what? Do you really want to go this route? Because all the burden of proof is going to be on her.
Right.
That's the big thing.
I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry, but my doggy needs to go outside apparently.
And you know what? I actually need to go take care of the wife. But it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yes, it's so nice to talk to you finally too.
You know what? I hope we can do it again. And
yes, definitely.
Hopefully it'll be funny talking about me being in Minnesota when it happens. Because I mean, if it goes that route, we'll just have to deal with it.
I look forward to it, definitely.
All right. I appreciate you having me.
A couple of people though in the chat have asked me if you've seen the cupcake video.
Yes. We had it on the other night, and my wife lost her shit over it. So,
okay, good.
We're actually going to make a shirt of that. I decided we're making a cupcake shirt. So there will be a cupcake shirt.
Awesome. I can't wait to see it. All right.
But I appreciate you having me on.
Yes, thanks for coming on.
All right. Thanks. Bye,
all right,
everybody.
Bye. Okay. All right, guys. You guys probably heard her bark very loudly there at one time. So I do have to go and take her out. I plan on the stream going about 2 hours and about 2.5. So all right, I'm going to just end it now. So yeah, thank you again, Road Hog, for coming on. I'm going to put his link in the description as soon as I'm done taking the dog out. And yeah, so thanks everyone for being here. And I'm going to do the timestamps too with this live stream as soon as I'm done taking her out. So good night, everyone. And I plan on being on tomorrow night. So bye.